This is Team Rebirth coming at you with our updated Prophecy deck profile. We've got our Birmingham Regional tomorrow, so we thought we'd play test tonight, get some deck changes, side deck changes in, and I've already posted a Prophecy deck profile on the channel, but I wanted to show you my new one as well because we haven't updated the channel for a while. So let's start off things first with just the standard stuff. Triple Priestess, you need 3. Triple Spellbook Magician, Patel, whatever you want to call him, you need 3. Search out Spellbook. Double Tragodia, because you keep a hand and it's out to some decks that can't really make big things. It's an out. It gets around Dino Rabbit because Lagia and Dolk are small. It gets around Wind Ups because they can't really make any. The only thing they can make to get rid of it is the Dire Wolf, and it slows down their plays. 2 Justice of Prophecy. When you activate a spellbook, you search out a priestess and another book during the end phase, so it's pretty good and it shouldn't be rare. I've said this before, probably.
Nothing in that deck should be rare or common.
Nothing in the deck should be rare or common.
Just this.
Because OTK is kind of a thing right now. 2 Apprentice Magician. Set this, and they attack into it, and then you get either another one or you go into a Spellbook Magician, and they don't do that much damage to you. Unless you're playing, obviously, the high-tip matchup like Dan, and you can pierce, which is annoying.
Gishkis.
Or Gishkis, which try and put it back in deck, and hopefully will fail. 1 Temperance for security. When a spell is activated, tribute it, special summon your priestess from your deck. It's any level 5 or higher Light or Dark spellcaster, but let's face it, priestess is the prime target until World comes out. And 1 Effect Baylor, because
it's getting
there's two reasons for this. 1, it's getting annoying to draw, which is really weird. I understand,
especially when you got 2 draws.
I can search it out with a card by getting rid of a Star Hall, and I've got other cards in my deck which can get effects which I'll get into later, which are my own personal decks. Next up, we have the spells. You have the mandatory triple Spellbook of Secrets. You cannot play less, otherwise the deck simply won't be as consistent. Even that you can play this at less, but at 3 it's optimal. It doesn't hurt. It's the best. It's
best at 3.
It needs to be at 3.
Yeah.
2 Tower. You could play 1. I will stress this. You can play 1, but 2 is just in case you lose 1 and don't have a way to get back, like with banishing it and getting it back with Eternity. Play 2.
I guess 2 is just nice, more consistent to have out, I guess.
And 1's English print, 1's American print. Just saying. Yu-Gi-Oh. 2 Master. Arguably the second best spellbook because it copies another one that you have engraved, Secrets, Power, Eternity.
Yeah.
Power, because if you double power this, you get 2 searches and you get an extra 2,000 attack, which is, say, if you get a 4,500 priestess, they're not going to do much.
With pretty big cost there.
Then you search out other stuff as well. In 2 Power, add 1,000 attack to a monster. When it destroys a monster by battle, you search out another book from deck. This was released. This is the only spell book that is currently released as common, and this is the one that. And this is out of all the low rarity ones, this is the one that should be high rated most.
Should have a new rarity.
It's in Astral Pack as ultimate. So if you have 2, send them to me, please. Wisdom.
Lance.
Effectively a half forbidden lance. People hate it. This is the card in that makes most people sad. If you summon a priestess, makes people the most sad. The second, if they chain bottomless, you chain this. They don't get destroyed. It's TT. Anything that stops
all the good traps.
Any traps. The main thing that hurts me is Book of Moon.
It's basically Lance without the attack drop.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lance is better.
You get spells.
That's searchable as well.
2 Spellbook of Life, Reborn.
Yeah, Monster Reborn.
Yeah.
2.
2 Spellbook of Eternity, add a banish spellbook back to your hand, you banish spellbooks a lot. This just keeps the engine going. It's really good late game, especially when combat with Master. 2 Spellbook Star Hall, consider taking this to 1. I've been mulling over deck decisions all day, I still kept this at 2, I don't know why. Basically, whenever a spellbook is activated, add a counter to it. When it's destroyed by any card effect, whether yours or your opponent's, you search out a spellcaster with a level equal to or less than the number of counters on it. It can miss timing, so you can chain MST to it, the same with Tower. You can chain MST to the activation, it'll miss timing.
And there's the other little thing of the longer that stays on the field, the more dangerous all the spellbooks get because the attack boost.
This is a
The
spellbook
most
of fate.
hated
This is-
card.
This is
Yeah.
this is
out of us guys, I think.
I
we
think
hate
this
this
is everyone
the
hates
most.
this card.
Yeah.
It's an amazing control card. It's searchable. You can either bounce a back row if like they just set a back row and end. You can flip a card face down on the field. Oh, I must point out none of these effects target. That's why it's broken. And it's just
And it's a quick play.
it's a quick play. It's bottom, and the third effect, if you manage to, it's bottomless on steroids.
One
It's
question, why only
Caius's
one?
spell.
Only one because
He puts it back in the deck
I put it
every
back in
turn.
deck. It's recyclable. Yes, I can play it at 2, and I have been tempted to, but right now I like it at 1. I can recycle it easily.
Well, he played it at 1 against me and used it every turn.
I think
It's just very
I used it every
recyclable.
turn for a 5-turn period just because it was that recyclable. Anyway, next we have the staples: Monster Reborn, Whole, Heavy, Book, Double Pod. Pods will eventually be coming out for the Spellbook Judgment Day.
Yeah, for that thing.
Spell pods will eventually be coming out for
And-
the fuck.
And I do play 2 traps, which are my own personal section I mentioned earlier, which is why Effect Bailer is also at 1. I think seemingly a favourite among the group. Breakthrough Skill.
Looks like it.
I only don't play because I don't have them.
Minor Ultras left. Breakthrough Skill is an amazing card. I main 2 because I think this is my favourite trap ever to be released. Bar none. Simple as. Plus it looks cool. It negate an effect on the field, banish it during your turn, negate an effect on the field.
Yeah.
Gets around My Strokes, Dolkers, Lagias, Herald of Perfections. Yes, we've had those.
Yeah.
It's come up recently.
There's
a
someone
lot.
at our locals that's played them recently.
And there's also that little this Gaius guy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Misguys.
Okay.
Like as I mentioned in this video, if you chain this to an Ophion, they can negate. Even if you banish this from grave, they can chain the Pandemic, and Ophion will still maintain its effects. Just saying. Extra deck. 1 fusion. Chimera Tech, Fortress Dragon.
I think we know. We think we know.
Well,
what
it's
that's
don't need explaining that. Armory Arm. TG Hard Librarian, Spellcaster. Tempest Magician, Spellcaster. Arcanite Magician, Stupid
Dumb.
with Star Hall. Stardust Dragon and Scrap Dragon, Staple Synchros. Yeah, get into the Xyz. The rank you're going to most in the deck is 2, so you have the Gachi Gantetsu, the Daigusto Phoenix, and the Shining Elf, which is,
A spellcaster.
yeah, that's the only reason this is in here. It's also a Daigusto Phoenix target.
Yeah.
So if you power this and then activate Daigusto Phoenix, you get 2 searches.
If you power master
If you
it,
power
then
master it, you get 4. 1 rank 3 for the security. The Zen mains, Maestro and Papal Operative, because I side into some level 4s, so I can play these. Sorry, Joel's sad.
Joel's very sad.
Two rank 7s in the form of Hierophant of Prophecy, which is mediocre at best,
Yeah.
and the card that's currently defining the format, Big Eye, because everything can make it.
Everything makes
It's
sense.
it's the most stupid Xyz.
Everything's level
Everything's super.
Everything's level
Make it
7.
even more.
Alright, since I've already mentioned we're having a regional tomorrow, and this will probably be going up after the regional, so we won't tell you our places until obviously next time we do a video. I'm going to show you the side deck. Like I said, I side in level 4s, so first off, 2 Break of the Magical Warrior. One of the best spellcaster cards ever released. 2 good. 2 Cyber Dragon for the Machine Gadget matchup, the Karakuri OTK matchup, anything with machines in basically. 1 Maxi, because I was running 2, took it out, don't like it at 2 anymore, don't.
You've already got enough cards.
As weird as it sounds, I always draw this when I need it. 1 Tsukiyomi, I was tempted to play 2. This is just for the problem cards. Beast, Chien, Ophion. Yeah,
Ophion's
if
popped
you
up
haven't
again.
watched our previous videos, this is being filmed 1 day after the release of Hidden Nostril 7 in the UK. So anything in Hidden Nostril 7 is legal. Chain, Emerald, M7, Ophion. So
Boxes
yeah,
aren't legal. People run out.
and because of it, all the boxes are sold out. So we're very highly under the impression that tomorrow Evil Swarms is going to be probably one of the biggest decks played that isn't Mermail.
Yeah, we
So-
think they're going to have quite a presence
So
tomorrow.
that's the reason for starting this, and it's also the reason I'm tempted to side 2 on MST, because I forgot how to play MST, but it's still good. Seriously, playing Prophecy, you don't really play MST. So
Yeah.
This is still good.
No
Plus, I've
one's
got breakers,
back row recently,
priestesses,
right.
anything that doesn't hit back row sorts monsters anyway. 2 cursed seals of the pavilion spell because it actually hits things. Speaking tier 1, if you like using the phrase tier 1, this hits Tenki, which is always good. If you're not speaking tier 1, it hits Gishkis, it hits Herald, it hits a lot of different decks.
Just random things.
It's really good for rogue decks.
Yeah, it's good
really
for
good for
rogue
rogue decks. Gem Knights, Larvals.
The list goes on.
Rekindling.
Hidden Arsenal.
It's called Rekindling.
Hidden
not
Arsenal, okay?
We could go on, but
Mind Crush.
Wouldn't that thing my idea?
Back at 3, only play 2. Everything searches, everything reveals. You just get rid of stuff. You have to be very careful doing this against a Prophecy matchup because you could either just give them
nothing.
You could either give them a reborn target or just give them 1/1 book in the grave for Fate. Fate is the card that you need to watch out for the most with Prophecy. 2 Rivalry of the Warlords because
Everything you got to caster.
everything I have is Spellcaster. It can manipulate around the decks. It's kind of for more of the rogue decks. Wind ups. Yes, that's a rogue deck. Anything basically.
Mermails.
Mermail. It doesn't hit Mermails as badly since most of them are sea service, but the ones it does hit are kind of integral to the engine. Tias, Pike, Lind, and the last 2 are Soul Drains, which is an amazing trap. Pay 1,000, negate all effects that would activate in the grave or banished.
so it destroys
Dark Worlds,
Mermails.
Destroys Dark Worlds, destroys Mermails, destroys Frogs,
Heretics.
Heretics, because the tribute effects obviously will activate in the banished or the grave. And yeah, so that is the deck profile for Prophecy. Again, we are Team Rebirth. Comment, rate, subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers, guys.